Yeah, everyone's SDS SuperCoach, providing SuperCoach content for you. I'm here to present the round 21 review. So we scored 2,459. Season rank has now gone down 478 spots, and we're now currently ranked 8,372. Apologies for the delay with the last. Well, sorry, not a delay. I just didn't do a video last week. I went down another 200 spots. I think last time I recorded a video. I was ranked 7,800 and something. So, um, yeah, there wasn't really too much to report there. Didn't make any trades or anything this week. Yeah, we were probably about 100 points short of being par of where we were meant to be to sort of go up in rank. So, yeah, it's just this sort of season where just going up and down. So just going up and down between rank 7 and 10K rank. Like this has been my sort of rank the entire season. Whenever I have a couple of good weeks, I just have a couple of bad ones. So, yeah, it's just been a really boring season, I'll be honest on my end. There just isn't anything happening. Like there's no thrills of massively going down in rank or going massively high up in the rank. It's just this is just where I'm at as a side. Didn't tell you guys, but because I didn't do a video last week, but I did win my draft grand final, so I have won something this year in SuperCoach. So that there's a high chance that is the only thing I'm winning this year was my mate's draft league, and yeah, let's get into the only league I've still got going in draft is this keeper league. One round to go, but can't make finals in that either. So whatever. So yeah, won 7 out of 12 leagues. So league finals have started. Yeah, I'm in 12 head-to-heads. I made finals in 4 of them. 7 of them I am in like the bottom 8 finals, and then there's one that I just didn't make finals at all. So yeah, I guess we can talk about what's going on. First off, Brad, Supercoach Pro. I think in the round 20 review, I remember watching his video and yeah, he said his goal is to overtake me. He already has. He already has. I think he's up by 1 point in the overall rank. So like one total point above me, which I mean his side's better than mine. So it's it'll be a bit of a yeah, I mean he should be finishing higher than me. My team just stinks. This stinks. So he's got a much better side than mine, so he should be able to finish strong. Hopefully from his end. Yeah. And I'm very pissed off that he basically jinxed Hawthorn by saying congratulations, we've made finals when. I mean, we're literally ninth. We can't confirm to be in the finals, and I just knew the second he said that, I'm like, yeah, we're definitely not making finals now. So, uh, yeah, like he literally thought Richmond would win more games than Hawthorn this year. So, so yeah, as soon as I heard that, I knew it was a total. He's just totally jinxed us there. So, yeah, Hawthorn said, I mean, it's not over yet. If we lose to Carlton, we're officially done. If we beat Carlton, we're a chance there, but I don't know. Um, I think Carlton have got too many good players to get the job done there, so we'll see. All right, let's talk about Supercoach. As you can see, motivation's at an all-time high at the minute. I've got massive plans for 2025, but there's literally nothing for me to talk about here. I'm not playing for anything. I haven't got a good rank. Uh, I'm in 3 head-to-head leagues left. I'll show you guys the matchups. So I got knocked out of the SDS SuperCoach League, the SDS Times Pro League. I mean, I'm in the bottom 8 finals, but I don't really care about that. Shout out to all the people I'm playing here, but I'm mainly focusing on the top 8 finals here. So I've got one here going up against Jono this week. So, I mean, Jono's doing really well recently. So, I mean, his side, I've looked at his side, it's pretty bloody good. So, he should get the job done there. Um, I'm in the prelim of the TikTok league, so that's one I guess I can look forward to. And then I'm playing Spills, so this is another head to head I've got this week in the top 8 finals there. So playing Spills and Jono basically this week. They're the main matchups I care about. Let's quickly head into the side. Actually, do we even need to go over this? Real quick. Sheasel, he would have been my captain if Bont failed. Vice captain Bont, yeah, I was always very keen on Bontempelli this week. I was going to fall back on Sheasel, but yeah, it didn't go as well as I thought. Dacos solid. Hayden Young's been terrific. I know I've had a lot of complaints with him throughout the year, but honestly, he's been terrific. Like I brought him in. When did I bring him in? I brought him in for the Eagles game, and that's where he had this hamstring tightness. But realistically, he's had 2 games below 80 since I've brought him in. Sorry, 3 games below 80. He's been consistent. He's been really good for 5 weeks. He's been very consistent for most of this season. So this actually has been like a solid pick, Hayden Young, surprisingly. This has been a stinker. Dan Houston, ever since the Giants game, he has done a bugger all. I brought him in for that weekend. His high score, he's had 3 tons since I've brought him in. So that's fun, but at least he got a ton here. Time to go, Nick Blakey. It is time to go. Get out of my side. I've had enough. I say this, but I might actually hold him because he's got Collingwood. I feel like that's a good matchup for him, but I think I just have to get off this pick. I'm losing so many points. The fact I had the option to choose Nick Blakey and Lockie Whitfield, and I chose Nick Blakey, because he's a bit of fun. There's a bit of flair. Whitfield's boring. He might get concussed. No, I go with Nick Blakey, the unproven gem out of Sydney. Nah. Don't go the obvious option of going Lockie Whitfield. Go Nick Blakey. Fuck this. I literally had the option to go Lockie Whitfield for 10K cheaper, but I went Nick Blakey. Oh, brother. Don't. This week, if you're trying to have fun with the game, don't pick players you enjoy watching. Pick the blokes that are boring to watch and you'll get good scores. No, I'm kidding. That was a stinky decision. Nick Blakey, get out of my side. He's in like 2% of the top 5%. And it's like, nah, he's just killing me. He's not had a ton since round 16. Like these scores, well, gee, I've basically got a rookie there. And he's killed me in all my leagues this week. I mean, if I had a competent D6, I mean, I still wouldn't have beaten Brad or anything in my head-to-head matchups, but still, Luke Ryan went back to his best. Bont VC, that was so hot to watch, honestly. So that was my best VC of the season. Vice captain and captain of the season, so that was really good. Butters just took part in that demolition against the Swans. Goulden in a loss, I'll take that. And the fact that it was in Port Adelaide's forward line the whole game, and Blakey still scored a 71. Like, it wasn't a Sydney smashing. It was just, I don't even know. I didn't watch the game. I watched Collingwood Carlton, but Swang 102, cool. Tom Green, get stuff, mate. Kicked the winning goal against us. Nah, love you, Tommy. Connor Rozee, 108. Solid. Yep, we'll take that. Getting rid of, I think Real finally outscored him this week, but doesn't matter. I've netted a lot of points with that move. Walsh just continues to be the most bang average SuperCoach pick ever, along with Jordan Dawson. No, they don't salt their chips, these two. They're extremely boring to have. And the fact Adelaide didn't put him on field like for 10 minutes in the fourth quarter, they deserved to lose when they did that. English, yep, cool. Gone 130. Good to get a response there. Flanders finally stopped scoring a ton and he got a 91. He got Zane Trude in that game from what I saw. So they ran with a tag there. Zorko 96, thought he'd be going a bit better, to be honest. Caldwell 111, very solid. He's been good. Heaney's he's just fallen off a cliff ever since he got suspended. He's lost his head. He's lost his head. I don't know. Could I be extremely bold and like trade him to Dylan Moore and just bank on Heaney being dog? I'm not going to do that, but be fun. Jackson 48 gets stuffed. Kerno 33 gets stuffed. As you can see, I'm so done with this season. I'm playing for nothing. There's nothing to play for. I'm out of the money league now because I played seventh. I was sixth and I played seventh and he just had a worldie. So, yeah, I'm out in the money league. Um, I probably won't win any of my classic leagues. I mean, I'm in the TikTok league left, my mates league, and the season 2K24 league, um, which is the where I'm playing spills this week. So we'll see if we'll make a single grand final, but I doubt it. And I'm not counting bottom eight grand finals. That shouldn't count. Well, I'm not counting it. Dowling 44. I mean, I looped him. I was going to bench Jackson if Dowling scored well, but he didn't and had to field Jackson. So 4 point gain there. All right. What are we doing? So we are getting rid of Nick Blakey, but I could hold because he's got Collingwood. I don't think I can do it anymore. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it. He has to go. He's killing me every single week. So that's one poor score too many for my liking. So we can get someone in for 5-10. Let's have a look at who we could get. I think there's one obvious option in my mind with what I'm going to do. McKercher, I feel like too many people own him. Like, what's the point in going with the crowd at this point? There's literally no point. Holmes, I mean, he's got St Kilda and West Coast for the last two games, but he's just Stewart's basically killed him from what I've seen. So I don't see much point getting in Holmes. So yeah, I don't see anything here. So let's go with the ultimate pod. And what's funny as well is I was actually considering Blakey to Newman, and I've lost about 75 points on that. I did the mathematics on the loss with Blakey ahead of Whitfield. I've lost 280 something points over over going Blakey over Whitfield. That's just cooked. That's just cooked. Anyway, I think I know my decision. It's going to be Nick Newman. Um, he's got St Kilda and West Coast in the last two games. He's not the most glorious pick, but I assume he'll get the job done. I know his history isn't too great, but sorry, his scoring hasn't been as good of late. I know he played Collingwood, but before that, you can see the scores here. But I don't know. I got to try something else because Blakey isn't working. Got the Hawks. I mean, if they let Lockie Whitfield run right today, so Newman might be a shot there. Then he's got West Coast and then St Kilda. I'm kind of if I make a grand final in the league, that could be a handy matchup. I don't know. He can deliver some belting scores, so that's sort of the hope. Gee, he went 148 earlier earlier in the year against Collingwood. Should have done the trade last week, man. Damn it. I mean, I still have two trades, so there's 3 weeks to go. I'm probably in the position now where I could use a trade now. So getting rid of Nick Blakey is the go. And then whatever happens, happens because, I mean, I'm not playing for anything. So it doesn't really matter. I'm just I'm trying to finish inside the top 10K at this point. Just, yeah, there's not much motivation here, fellas. So, vice captain and captain, who do I like? Um, Sheasel might get the Zane True tag, but it could also be LDU. One of them will go off this week. Sarong. Mm. If you have merit, that's not a bad shout there. Could be Butters against Melbourne, but Neil Bullen could tag him. Carlton. Every team's running with a tag now, so it's so frustrating. Probably Captain Bont, as my early thoughts. Chuck the VC on Butters. That's probably the early thought here. And just see how we go there. Like Bont can just be so good. And just get a safe score there. Am I missing anything? English, no. Gone, not too. Nah. Dacos not against Sydney. I would have thought. Um, Ryan, no. Gordon against Collingwood could go all right. Tom Green, no. I don't know. I could easily change my mind here. Who have Brisbane got? Giants, no. Caldwell, I mean, if he was playing on the Friday night, that wouldn't have been a bad play. Heaney, no way. He's not touching my VCLC at the minute. So, yeah, let's have a look at the most obvious trades out. Dowling, yeah, I mean, that makes sense, I guess. But I should probably just hold him because he's my only playing rookie on the bench. So, yeah, I think I just got to keep a hold of Billy Dowling. I mean, if I was to use my final trade on him, I don't see the point in trading him out now because he's my only playing rookie here. Supercoach is going a bit slow now. 350. What could that get you? Uh, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Filippo, but you lose your that just makes my cover worse. So I'd rather just get rid of Blakey. Give me a bloke that I wouldn't be too shattered with having for the rest of the year. Not Lockie Whitfield, not Jack Sinclair, but Newman should do better than Blakey, I would have thought. Blakey hasn't got a terrible run home, but it's just I can't watch him anymore. I can't do it. Um, and then I've got one trade in the bank. They'll probably hold till round 24, and if there's no injuries, and then I'll just play the fixture game. I mean, let's just say there's no injury trades from here. Who could you look at? Um, like I'm trying to think of like you try to eye up good matchups. Like who's got a terrible matchup versus a good matchup, that sort of thing. I guess you just look at who plays Richmond, who plays West Coast. So could look at Noah Anderson, maybe trade one of these boys. Who's I don't know. Like who could you trade out? Maybe um nah, Walsh against St Kilda isn't too bad. I don't know. Could you do like Tom Green to Noah Anderson and just play that sort of game? But I don't know. Let's have a look at some leagues. Um, yeah, so I lost to Brad there. Yeah, so he's now ahead of me in rank there. Definitely not salty about. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm rooting for its success there. My team stinks. Oh yeah, that league's done. Um, I beat Pig by 4 points in the top eight there. Defeated the Rain Man. Let's have a look. There's nothing really much to report with my leagues. I beat Stoner Blues there, so I'm in the prelim for my TikTok league. Maybe I could win that. We'll see. We'll see. Let's have a look at some ranks here. So, um, poor I Dream of Heen. He's clearly ran out of trades and just lost all luck. Mark of the Year, Riley. He's inside the top 500. Shout out to him. Son of Sonic Henry, 650 rank. What else we got going on here? Anything to report in the SDS Times Pro League? Finny Q Quest, if he can finish inside the top 1K, that'd be great. And there's one in the Twitter League who's having a really good year, but I haven't checked. Yes, yes. Jimmy's Doodle team inside the top 100. I love that. Shout out to Jimmy. I'm rooting for a strong run home for you, mate. Yeah, it's a good side. Stiff with Max Holmes there. Crisp. Could he have looped? No, the Dogs played on Friday. The D's played on Friday night. It's a solid team with a lot of depth. Filippo as cover with Fisher. I love it. Wishing you all the best, everyone. So yeah, I guess I'll go over my draft final as well. Probably, as I said earlier, the only thing I'll probably win in Supercoach this year is my mate's draft league. Beat Aiden. It was looking like a pretty easy win, but I tell you what, my Gee, this needs a refresh. This is going very slow. It was looking like an easy win for me, but that Adelaide Hawthorn game last week, this needs a refresh. My God. Give me a refresh, please. Um, let's go back to round 20. Yeah, it was looking like an easy win for me, but that Adelaide Hawthorn game was brutal for me. So here were the final scores. Sheasel scoring 160 really helps. Same with Flanders there. He had Langford and Danaher on field, which sort of just about sealed his fate. Taranto got concussed. Yeah, so I was looking really good here from Friday and Saturday, and I just had these boys for the run home. I only got 1 ton out of the last 7 players here. And yeah, just a lot of bad scores for this Adelaide Hawthorn game. Will Day, thank you so much. But yeah, it wasn't as close as it was closer than I was expecting. Tim Kelly was great. DeGoey was a laid out, so I had to swap him to, I mean, I should have put Pendlebury on field, but maybe ahead of, I had to field Parrish because DeGoey was a laid out, so I chose Parrish over Pendlebury, which was bit silly. But yeah, got the dub there. He got some solid scores here. But yeah, just Sheasel, Flanders, Kelly, Day just really helped me big time because I got a lot of low scores here on the Sunday. So we'll take that back to back in the Zoom draft. So we'll take that. So yeah, I think they'll do it, fellas. There really isn't too much to talk about, and I've still waffled for a fair bit. So yeah, I think we'll do Blakey to Newman, one trade left. Any injury to a premium, any out to a premium, I'll just trade and just try to be aggressive at this point. I think Newman has got a pretty strong run home. Hawthorn this week. He's got West Coast and St Kilda. I quite like that. Um, his last score against so in 2023, he scored a 139 at Optus, and he's doing that again this year. So we'll see how that goes. It seems to always score well against the Saints here. So yeah, I think we'll leave it at that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all the ups and downs of this season. Got big plans for 2025. So certainly very excited for that. I'm dying for the new season to begin. But um, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys are all going well. Catch ya.